Hey Haas, are you comfortable with speaking about your run-in with the law and how that unfolded for you and how you overcame that? I mean, briefly.
I don't even know if I overcame.
Wow.
I don't know.
I feel you.
I can't say
That's
if
a
I
process.
overcame it or not. You know?
That's real.
Yeah. You know, so
Can you give us the scenario? You mind tapping into the scenario? Because I mean, it's such a crazy story. You know what I mean?
all right, I got falsely arrested in like what was that, 2011 for narcotic conspiracy, and I got arrested by basically some dirty cops, no warrant, came in the house, basically kidnapped me. You know, took me to jail for 3 months and a half. I fought the case for 2 years once I reached bail or whatever. But it was a dirty cop. He wound up getting arrested while I sued him. While suing him. To make a long story short, and he wound up going to jail for 4 years, and like 6 other cops got indicted.
Damn.
At the end of the day.
You're the lucky one.
Yeah, that's heavy.
It's still like no money you can sue them or
right.
whatever. So money, you know, happiness comes with. I mean, can't pay for happiness.
Monetary value, exactly.
So
I was
traumatized by it. I'm still traumatized. I don't have my family anymore.
Right.
You know, me and my son's mother was together, along with her daughter and stuff like that. So it changed all of it. It changed everything, and financially, you know, disrupted my family.
Right.
You know, people had to pay for lawyers
Absolutely.
and stuff like that. And,
Right.
You know, it's a whole headache, man.
Yeah, heavy price.
I mean,
He got caught up.
for that, so.
He got caught up in a RICO charge because his last name was the same as the people they was raiding.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's basically. That's right.
I got so many things to say about that, man. Like,
that's crazy.
Is that really his last name? Like, you know.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
I'm gonna forget a whole lot of things, man. Yeah, it was my last name matches all the other
suspects,
co-conspirators.
Yeah.
And he thought we was family. And he said such and such is my dad, such and such my brother, and stuff like that.
They just gave him
and,
to
you know, I just had to prove with death certificates.
Yeah.
And that basically just chopped the head off from there. You go from the father there. You ain't got to worry about the brothers and none of that. So,
right.
So how did I deal with these people? And at the time, I didn't have a cell phone. I was a stay-at-home father for a whole year. Just got fired from Hanneman. I got terminated at the time, but I didn't care because I could stay home with my son the whole first year. You know, teach him how to walk and everything at 6-7 months. He was running. You know, so
Worked
on the aspect.
Well, brother, I'm glad you got through that, or you're getting through it.
I mean, so when we talk about we talk about the definition of genocide, it's those type of stories that really define what genocide is. You know what I mean? Those type of stories, man. Like if you ain't going through it, if you ain't seeing somebody go through it, that's why every time we try to scream or say it or communicate it, they come back with something like all lives matter or what about black on black crime. Like, yo, the best worst thing that I heard some white people say is I could never understand racism. I say best worst thing because I'm conflicted about that, because on one hand they can understand genocide if it was applied to they peoples. Yeah, I mean, they understand it real well.
Oh, but they have already.
Right. Ain't no confusion there. But then it's like you want to say you can't apply no understanding.
Yes.
Right.
What Dr. Bobby Wright say, you know, everything is cool until race becomes a variable.
Right.
You know, once that's in it, everything is cool, and that's the personality we're dealing with. When we start talking about the personality of it, everything is cool. Then when you throw the race card, it gets out of whack somehow. You know what I mean?
We making excuses.
Right, we got a standard for this.
Yeah.
Until race becomes a variable, then the standard gets all crazy and goes haywire.
Yeah, and those type of stories that Haas got, this is what we see every day.
Very commonplace. Very commonplace.
Every day.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't get to sue and get money.
Right.
Right, you was fortunate in that
Yeah,
aspect.
exactly.
Absolutely.
They enter dimensions with wicked intentions, preventing the progress of others, ascending, distracted by nonsense and violence. Destruction, production is limited. Consumption, abduction, hypnotic, divided, no dividends, no money, no currency. Hurry, hurry, you're the next contestant. If the price is right, they can get